Hey, notebook. I can't believe today is finally here. I know it's a little cliche to say, but honestly, it really does feel like just yesterday that all of this happened. And yet it's been 10 years. 10! That's crazy to think about. I guess time really does fly when you're having fun. It's crazy. It really is. And thinking of who I was then compared to who I am now really, really blows my mind. So, with all that in mind, I can't think of a more perfect day to finally write this story down. In a way, I guess I wish I could go back and hug that kid I was, so maybe, in a way, this is for him. Okay, here goes. It was a summer day, a lot like this one. I was always writing as a kid. I guess that's the one thing that hasn't changed. I was pretty solitary growing up. My only friends were some of the engines, probably because I spent so much time, all of my time, watching and writing about them.
Oh, Daniel! Hey, Daniel!
And, of course, Oscar, my best friend.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Oscar was the best. He latched onto me in first grade and never left. I couldn't figure out why, because to me he was like literally the coolest, while I was just the shy nerd who spent all his time with his nose in his notebook and didn't talk to people. So yeah, I considered myself really lucky. We usually had pretty fun adventures together exploring the island, but on that day, we decided to do something really crazy. I'd heard bits and pieces over the years from the engines of a story about a ghost named Proteus, but I'd never heard the ending of the story. We didn't know what happened to him. Oscar wanted to go looking for him, but I wasn't so sure.
Come on, Daniel! We're so capable of anything together. I just know if anyone can find the lost engine, it's us.
How could I say no to that? Due to my knowledge of train schedules, I figured we could smuggle ourselves onto Murdoch's train, which was headed to Vickerstown, and we could hop off near the Skarloey Railway. It was a flawless plan. Until it wasn't. Help us! Yeah, that went well. Oh, note to self. Do not do that again. Oh.
Oh, what a roller coaster. Daniel, oh, ow. Daniel, oh, you okay, buddy? Oh, Daniel, I'm so sorry. You alright? Any bruises?
I'm okay. Don't worry. Are you okay?
Oh, good. And oh shucks, I'm fine. What's important is that you're fine. That was a crazy ride, dude. Where even are we now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, you okay too?
Huh?
You alright?
Me? Are you talking to me?
Of course. I don't see any other cool red van around. That was a nasty bump. Are you alright?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I am. Um, thank you. I'm sorry, I'm just not used to being asked that. Asked anything, really.
Huh. Why is that?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I'm just a van, right? People don't really talk to vans. We just kind of get pushed around.
But that doesn't mean you don't deserve basic politeness. That's crazy.
That's just the way Oscar was. He was always looking out for people, always sticking his nose in where most people would say it didn't belong, and getting in the good kind of trouble for it. Wherever he went, he certainly left a trail. And as I watched him talk to that van that day, I was reminded again of how he'd first approached me those years ago in first grade, in a very similar way. And here he was, going just as strongly as ever.
Well, thank you, kid. You'd be the first to say that. But thank you.
He's right. Vans are so important to the railway. The railway would collapse without you. I mean, like, the infrastructure, the goods traffic. It couldn't happen without you. You're really important. The heart and soul of a railway is its rolling stock. And all the engines I talk to agree. Even if they don't always want to admit it, sorry. There was way too into it when I just wanted to. I'm sorry.
Wow. I've never thought about it like that before. I've been talked to more today than I have in my whole life. It's a nice feeling. Very, very kind of you two to take time out of your day to talk to a silly little fan like me. If you go up the line a bit, you ought to see a signal box. I'm sure you can call someone to pick you two up.
That's probably a good idea. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry. I never asked your name?
Oh, name. My name, right.
Do you have one?
I do. Of course. No. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is so.
It's okay. What's up?
I just got rebuilt. I was a coach, but it never really felt right. I'm a van now, but my name doesn't really fit me anymore. I kind of haven't had need for a new one. Like I said, I don't really get talked to. But I don't want to use the old one. And, I'm sorry. I've probably gone on too long. I'm so sorry. You guys should get going on.
How about Roy?
Huh?
Like, Roy G. Biv, the colors of the rainbow. You've shown how many possibilities you have inside you. Just look at your story. And that name kind of shows that. And it shows you that you deserve to shine too.
Roy, huh? I like that. I really like that. Thanks, kid. You guys better be going. But I won't forget this. Thank you. Thank you so much.
See? A name is the least you deserve. It's not silly at all. Don't you forget what you're worth.
Hey, that was really cool, what you did back there.
No, you were like whamming in with the facts. It was really awesome. You did such a great job talking, dude.
I'm sorry for going on so long. I really need to think before I go off with stuff like that.
Danny, you gotta quit that. You're like the smartest person ever. It's the coolest, and look how much you've helped that van, Roy. Look, don't listen to your parents or any of the jerk faces at school. They're dumb and aren't able to see who you are. I promise.
Why wouldn't my brain let me believe him? It was my nerdy scribbling that got us out here in the first place. Now look at us. We're stranded.
Hey, it's not just nerdy scribbling. It's really awesome. Can we look at the Proteus pages again? Your drawings really were cool. Let's see. Stafford's electric engine notes for helping Edward find a Christmas present for Salty. Aw, okay, here we go.
Then,
Proteus.
as we looked at the page again, we made a big discovery. It turns out we had misread the page earlier. Looking at my notes again led us to the shocking realization that we had it all wrong. Proteus hadn't lived on the Skarloey Railway like we thought. He had lived on the Mid-Sodor Railway. And we couldn't believe where we had ended up. We pushed through the bushes and shrubbery and found old railway lines overgrown with moss. We followed those until we reached a clearing. A hush fell over us then. The place was old, far older than the two of us combined. Everything was old and overgrown with shrubbery, worn and broken with age. It felt like we were the first two people that had set foot there in a very long time. Standing there, I could almost feel the ghosts of the engines that had used to run those rails. It felt like hollowed ground.
Hello?
Did you just hear that?
Hello?
Hollowed ground, as it turns out, that was still very much alive.
Hello? Well. Am I imagining things? Or has my fairy godmother finally come to grant me 3 wishes? Oh boy, my lucky day, eh? First lucky day in 50 years, 60, I don't even know when I last had a lucky day. Proves my point. Please tell me you brought the little mice with you and everything, all the trappings, and, I want to get what I paid for, right? I want to, there's 2 of you.
Daniel, was there by any chance anything in your notebook about...
Yeah, come to think of it, Peter Sam did mention a story Duke told them once. As it turns out, Old Engine's name was Smudger, and as his story went, he was a stubborn engine who rode roughly on the rails and never listened to anyone. Day by day, he drove himself to crash, again and again, till one day, they put a stop to it. "You're too much trouble to upkeep," they told him, so they put him behind the shed and forgot about him, and he never ran again.
That's terrible.
Yep, and that's my sub story, kids. I don't know why anyone would ever want to hear it, but there we are. And now you kids better get going, because I'm pretty sure it's not kosher to be hanging out with some creepy old guy in the torrid corners of some abandoned piece of infrastructure from yesteryear. So if you could kindly leave me to rot, that'd be much appreciated. Thank you.
But they just left you here?
Yeah, you hard of hearing or something? They left me here, and you should too if you know what's good for you. Bye-bye.
He was angry and bitter, closed off from the world for such a long time, and now seemingly closed off from us too.
But you've been here alone so long, like, are you okay? Do you need anything? We can't just leave you here.
In that moment, he seemed to waver.
Alright, look, kids. A long time ago, a bunch of people made it abundantly and crystal clear to me that they were better off without me, and I'm inclined to agree with them. You're better off without me too. They didn't even bother to leave me with my nameplate. Shows what good I am. So, if you don't mind, I'm trying to catch up on my beauty sleep. You get me? This crusty complexion doesn't maintain itself.
Oscar?
I'm fine.
Oscar?
I'm so sorry. I'm fine. Honest, oh God, I'm sorry.
Hey, Ozzy, it's
I'm
okay.
fine.
It's okay.
I'm
You're always
fine.
telling other people it's okay to cry.
Honest,
Sometimes someone needs to remind you that it's okay for you to cry too.
I'm sorry. Thanks, Daniel.
Gosh, it's just the truth. You okay?
Yeah. I guess it really hurts hearing what he went through. And worse, how he feels about it. It's just the hurt inside him. So much. Doesn't want to accept help. So I don't know what to do. Danny, how do you reach someone who won't let themselves be reached? We can't just leave him, and yet I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I can't help someone who doesn't want to be helped.
I had never seen Oscar so distraught, and in that moment, I realized something about him, and about myself. As I sat there with him in that lonely, abandoned reminder of the past, and his distressed, teary voice washed over me, I began to see. The events of that day, everything that had led us to this point, it all formed something in my mind that led me to start seeing more clearly about something that I ever had in my life. Oscar? I'll try to talk to him.
Really? You sure? Your anxiety.
Yeah. I'm sure. You just wait here. It's gonna be okay, buddy. I wasn't entirely sure what I was doing. I just knew I had to try. Hey, Smudger, I know you told us to leave, but just hear me out, okay? You don't even have to listen to all of this. Just promise me you'll take some of it in.
You're wasting your time, kid. You might as well get a soapbox and make yourself comfortable for what good it'll do.
You can do this.
Okay. I know what it's like to feel like you don't deserve love, or acceptance, or even just basic kindness. The world can be a tough place that way. People say stuff to you about who you are that can stick for years. It can even get inside you, become part of the way you think about yourself. And before you know it, you're believing every bad thing they had to say about you. And it sucks. It really, really sucks. Their crap becomes yours, and before you know it, you're weighed down by stuff you never should have had to carry. All because the world didn't take the time to understand who you were and just projected all their own crap onto you. Because it was just easier to deal with that way. And easier to deal with you that way. No wonder you don't feel like you're worth anyone's time or understanding, because they never gave it to you. Well, that doesn't make you their crap, or any other box they want to shove you in. It means you were failed, and you should never blame yourself for the world's failure. The only thing you can blame yourself for is when real love comes knocking gently at the battered door of your heart, and you don't try to let it in. And I know it's hard. I know how hard it is. It's so difficult willing to believe that anyone could genuinely care about you after all the world's put on you and put you through. But good people are out there. You just have to make sure to let them in. It was the kind of day you never forget. It showed me that love was more powerful than I never thought was possible. and it showed me that if you were brave enough to accept it, despite the barricades in your heart put there because of an unkind world, it could change your life. We never did find Proteus the ghost engine then, but I still can't help but think that there was someone watching over us that day, keeping us safe and leading us to a little van without a name, and a little lost engine so desperately in need of a second chance at life. So, with all that said, I suppose you're wondering how this story ends. Well, see, that's the thing. This story is still being written, and I don't just mean that in the literal sense. I've learned a lot about love and accepting kindness, but hey, I'd be stupid if I said I'd learned it all. After all, no matter how old you are, it's never too late to learn something new. You just have to be willing to keep your heart open and see what could happen.
Of course, there you are. Oh my gosh, kid, I've been looking all over for you. Oh, and geez, most in-character thing I can imagine finding you off somewhere, writing and daydreaming on what is quite literally the most important day of your life. Jeez, do you even know how long I've been looking for you? I missed out on a breast polish for this. I mean, oh my gosh, that polish.
Oh, sorry, Smudger. I didn't mean to worry you.
Chef kiss. Worry me. More like harass me with your adorable dorky ways. I mean, I guess the banners make up for the lack of brass polish, I guess.
I thought you didn't even like Nancy's grandkids. Something about silly little dykes climbing all over me.
When did I ever say that? You're delusional. Anyway, kid, are we gonna stand around here or what? I mean, geez, it's the most important day of your life.
And we don't want to be late. Right you are.
Well, buddy, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Alright, let's do this.
He's just a young boy looking for a way to find love. It isn't easy, nothing you can say will help him find love. He's got to do it for himself, and it can take so long. He's just a young boy looking for a way to find love. Find love.
And here we are, at the end of our story.
Find love. Whatever you do, find love. A cause for celebration.
But see, I don't really see it as that. That is my happy ending.
Come looking for you. Find love. A time for meditation. Find love. A source for inspiration. Find love. Instead of confrontation. Find
No,
love.
I guess you could better call this
Love.
my happy
Come looking
beginning.
for you.